customers and help the United States and help North Carolina in the AI revolution, it's also to help you locally to do what you do and to make a really big impact in your lives. And so it's my honor to announce our commitment to the local community here in Richmond County by launching the Amazon Richmond County Community Fund with an initial value of $150,000.
All right.
We're inviting local community groups, educational institutions, and other nonprofits to apply for grants for up to $10,000 each for new or existing community projects between now and July 23rd. We want to get this out the door. We encourage applications for projects supporting STEM education, sustainability, environment, economic development, community revitalization, food security, housing, and I'm sure many more. This initiative is part of Amazon's longstanding commitment to being a good neighbor and a partner by supporting and helping deliver innovative programs that will have a lasting impact on your community. And this is just the beginning. We're going to do more, as Roger talked about. We have a lot of workforce development skills programs that we're going to roll out, and this is just the start. So I want to again thank you all for the great reception, and we're ready to get to work. Thank you.
Like 73 years here, so I have been able to see what's transformed over my lifetime. All of these things have created almost the perfect storm of economic development as far as what I see Amazon needed in order to locate here. I personally think that it's a game changer.
Amazon Web Services will invest at least $10 billion in its next AI Innovation Campus right here in Richmond County. It will create at least 500 good-paying jobs.
After the announcement has been a lot of positivity from not only our citizens, but leadership and even our neighboring communities. With textiles leaving, we've always had the goal to diversify our economy. So bringing Amazon Web Services to Richmond County was the perfect addition as far as diversifying our manufacturing base. What we expect for the future of Richmond County with the recent Amazon Web Services announcement, this will more than triple our tax base moving forward.
I think Amazon Web Services is a dream company to have come here. So it wants to have a positive impact wherever it happens to be. It's been difficult for young folks coming up to figure out, well, what can I do here? But I think this is going to allow us to retain so many more, because an industry like this brings hope and it brings opportunity. There will be good jobs here in Richmond County for those who are interested in working with Amazon.
It was twofold for me. You know, it was bringing in a transformational economic development project, plus the quality of life and the impact that that alone could have on our future. And I think that's what the residents of Richmond County really maybe don't understand yet. Maybe 5 to 10 years down the road, Richmond County is going to be a different place.
We have about 400 kids per class, per grade level. 20 to 30 may go to a 2-year school. That leaves a big population of students that aren't really sure what they want to do when they graduate from high school. So Amazon has provided many opportunities for training for our students in the near future. We have an Amazon Fiber Optics micro course that will be available for our students. This opportunity is going to provide a lot of career opportunities for students that may not have it figured out yet, but it will help build the future of Richmond County.
I know, speaking to some of the employees for Amazon, one of the things they said is, you have seen nothing like this. I think Amazon is going to allow children to now have some stability, especially with the revenue that's coming in.
It's all positive thoughts. I mean, it's creating a whole new set of jobs for people. And like high schoolers coming out, they got somewhere to work and things to do. So students can take, whether it be electrician classes, HVAC, whatever. Whenever the data center is being created, they're going to need those positions. So students already get to leave high school, have a job. They don't got to go out to big cities like Charlotte or Raleigh to get a job. So they have a source of income, and I think that's wonderful.
As a native of Richmond County, I was very excited when I heard about the Amazon Web Services project coming to town. Everywhere you go, if it's to a place to eat, Amazon is always the topic of conversation. We've seen a lot of ups and downs in this community, just like everybody has. You can already see it, even though we're at the beginning stages, you can already see what's happening here and the revitalization of this community. So just looking forward to the next few years and the growth that we can anticipate here in Richmond County.
We have about 400 kids per class, per grade level throughout Richmond County at the high school level. So about 25 to 30% of those students go on to a 4-year school, and another 20 to 30 may go to a 2-year school. That leaves a big population of students that aren't really sure what they want to do when they graduate from high school. So this opportunity is going to provide a lot of career opportunities for students that may not have it figured out yet, but it will help build the future of Richmond County. Amazon has provided many opportunities for training for our students in the near future. We have an Amazon Fiber Optics micro course that will be available for our students. We've had about 20 to sign up for that, and they are looking forward to attending that opportunity, and they can kind of get an idea of what their career will be like in that field.
I'm excited about the fact that Amazon has I'm really excited about the partnership with Amazon. I'm excited about the fact that Amazon has come in already and embraced us and reached out to us to involve us in things. Amazon Web Services did a great job in supporting our technology jamboree back in the summer, which had great attendance and a lot of very helpful information for a number of people. I'm excited about the fact that there are grants already taking place that students are going to benefit from. And I think the thing that I'm most excited about is everything that Amazon Web Services has done so far. They've wanted our children involved. And so for me, one of the most important things is reaching out and doing what we can do for children. And I feel like that will happen, and it's already happening. And so it's a very exciting thing. I think it's important for any small community to want to keep their children in the community. The opportunity to stay here and work here and start families here and contribute to this community and growing this community, to me, is one of the most important things that I feel like is a hope for the future with Amazon coming into the county.
First Health Moore Regional Hospital Richmond is a small rural community hospital with 99 beds. We offer a full array of services. We are hoping with Amazon coming to our rural community to bring in much needed jobs, but also that brings in an additional workforce as well for the hospital. It helps recruit and retain qualified healthcare professionals. So there's a lot of positivity with Amazon coming in. Also with it being a data center, that can help us expand into our community with telehealth services, with also other data tools that can help us reach out to other regions with some of the things we can't offer today in a rural setting. We're excited about Amazon coming to Richmond County and this area. I grew up in the region, so I am very excited about this opportunity. The jobs that it could bring, working with the community college and some of the degrees that will come out of the community college, having a vibrant community that has everyone involved. So there's just a lot of positivity that I think it's going to bring to our region.
when your first plan has failed so miserably. The White House announced its so-called ratepayer protection pledge with a whole lot of fanfare back in March. It sounded good, but guess what? Duke Energy is proposing to raise utility bills in North Carolina up to 18% over the next 2 years, and a lot of that is because of new data centers. 3 of the 4 counties in my district have passed data center moratoriums. But this is not just a local problem. It's a national problem. And you've dropped the ball when it comes to data centers. Why should the people of North Carolina's 4th District believe that this administration has a plan to protect them from data center energy costs when your first plan has failed so miserably? The White House announced its so-called ratepayer protection pledge with a whole lot of fanfare back in March. It sounded good, but guess what? Duke Energy is proposing to raise utility.
I've lost my grandmother, my grandfather, and my mom due to this.
So this water problem is much bigger than Flint, and I said yes.
You know, every time they drank sink water, they would vomit. So I knew something was going on before it became a public thing, you know.
My whole thing is, it's been well over 12 years. Why we ain't got no settlement? Why they ain't came and told us what the deal is?
They're everywhere. All of us have been exposed to them. It's just the fact that people in this community are drinking it.
Yes, everybody get out, sign the petitions, work for Cedar Creek in East Fayetteville. Let's get our water back. I've lost my grandmother.
Environmental impacts of these data centers.
So it's water consumption. So some data centers can use up to 30 million gallons of water. So they're utilizing all the water from the aquifers, the municipal waters. So people with their own wells are reporting that their wells are running dry. They're having to dig deeper because of these mass amounts of water that these data centers require to stay cool. They have to be cool. And so we're losing our water resources. And it's interesting. Oh, I almost brought this.
We're losing. Where are they putting these? I mean,
so they're.
I mean, I saw the map. I was like, oh, I wonder where I'm going to move to in 10 years because.
Yeah, there's very, very few.
And it doesn't look like there's nowhere to move to.
Well, so.
The whole country's covered.
Correct. And the whole country's almost in a drought restriction.
Well, I mean.
And so you're going to consume more of our water resources to keep these data centers cool when there's other options. Other countries are looking at other options than just building them in our backyards. And they're literally in people's backyards. They're massive. These things are the size of 20 super Walmarts or more. And you're having to destroy all the trees. They need to be near water. They're looking to be on top of aquifers. They need cooler climates, but you're putting them in hot climates. You're putting them in drought restricted states, which is most of the country at this point, expecting a good outcome. And we're just not going to have it. That's our water sources, and AI has to have water to keep it cool.
I mean, I don't understand how that, I mean, are they putting them in Florida? Then Florida, I mean, I don't know about out west, but Florida, I mean, you can't run your sprinkler. You can't even water your grass.
Yeah.
You know, they're literally worried so many people are moving to Florida, they don't even know how the hell they're going to flush the toilets soon.
We're talking millions and millions and millions and trillions of gallons of water.
What size of city uses $30 billion or 30 million gallons of water?
That's because these data centers are so massive. It's like
I'm asking, what would the equivalent be? I think I read in the notes it was 50,000 a population, a city with a population of 50,000 people uses that much.
I saw that, yeah. I mean, you're talking that these data centers are going to use more water than the world would consume. It's ridiculous.
Now, can you reuse the water?
So you can. So they're wanting to go to more closed cooling systems. And in those closed cooling systems, you still are going to be using chemicals. And here's the thing that I think there's a window here where everybody can rush in before any regulations start. And we're starting to see, now at a federal level, they're looking at regulations. They want to pass regulations. But right now it's a free-for-all out there. And so these chemicals, there's no regulations about every 2 years when you have to clean out a cooling closed system, where you're going to throw all of those chemicals. This is where, for systems that are already up and running, I'm getting whistleblowers on the inside saying that they're taking all that waste and they're just running it down into the sewers. There's no oversight, and they're now starting to get tests where this is very contaminated water. So it's going to be a little real shit show here soon.
Like the city water is contaminated?
So, and a lot of city water is contaminated, and they're using the city water to cool it. Again, it's just going to regurgitate all that PFAS or what other contaminants are in that water back into the environment. It reminds me of, like, my dad's a mechanical engineer, so he built and ran pipelines for Texaco. All through parts of Texas, Oklahoma, up into Kansas. And he used to always tell me, remember this, Aaron, the solution to pollution is not dilution. And I often wonder if that's what they think, taking polluted water and running it through a system and diluting it or dumping it into a river and it flows downstream that will have a natural dilution would resolve the issue. And it's not. And so even if with the closed cooling system, that water that's recycling in there, eventually they have to clean those systems. They have to release that water. And are there any regulations to look at what chemicals are or aren't in that water before we release it into the environment and down into the drains and just create another pollution issue? We're doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. I have watched this since I began my work in Hinckley, California. I was 31 years old, and I am 66 and a grandmother of 5 today. And we are doing the exact same thing over and over again, just expecting a different result.
Only thing that's on my mind is who's gonna run this town tonight.
Yeah, I say that we are. This is Rock Nation. Pledge your allegiance.
Disclosure agreements.
I just saw a video the other day. See if you can find that, Trevin. It's a woman at a city council meeting from, here, I see it. So it says right here. A resident of Tyrone Township, Michigan, confronted local officials with a simple question. Have you signed an NDA with any private party regarding developments that could affect the township? Yeah, this was the clip that I saw. Can we play it?
Have you personally signed any NDA, any agreement, or had any private communication, such as meetings, phone calls, text messages, or emails, with any developer, company, landowner, or representative regarding any current or potential project that could affect Tyrone Township? Chris Robetta.
No.
Dean?
No.
Jennifer?
I'm not answering your question. This is not the time or place.
I can ask you whatever I want. Don't tell me what I can
but
say.
We don't have to answer you.
But you're communicating with me, Jennifer. I didn't think you were supposed to do that. Greg Carnes, how about you? Yes or no?
Not the place. We've already discussed this. So
Who's already discussed it? I'm sorry? Who's already discussed it?
it's been discussed.
Who has?
Oh,
Who's discussed it? I've not discussed this with you. What are you saying? Pam Moffler? Yes or no?
wow, Pam, letting me down.
You work for us.
That's right. Herman Ferguson?
Oh, you Herman boy.
Won't answer. Zach Tucker?
Mike, stop. You say
Excuse
guilty
me.
one more time, you're out.
Wow.
I'm not tolerating.
I love that.
This is what I love. This
love
woman,
this.
this mother, listen, I just become their biggest cheerleader. You know, this is not my story. Hinckley wasn't my story. It was their story. This is their story. And it becomes all of our stories. And I love watching moments like that.
Yeah. Oh no, I think this is great. I like vigilante stuff. I like somebody who just like in that moment where it's uncomfortable, you still speak. You speak through that uncomfort, that nervousness, you know, like whatever it is, like you're trying to speak to power and say, well, this is what this feels like from here. How are these big companies able to compromise? And I'm not sure that these people are compromised. We don't know, right? But it's interesting what the conversation she's establishing here. It's interesting, some of their answers for sure.
North Carolina right flank leadership named a bill after you, but then they wrote it for Duke Energy. Did you read the fine print? Extreme Republicans labeled a bill ratepayer protection and buried a Duke giveaway inside the bill, forcing old coal plants to run another decade, which actually shifts $128 million a year onto your bill. Read the fine print. I do. That's where the poison pills are hidden. North Carolina right flank leadership named a bill after you, but then they wrote it for Duke Energy. Did you read the fine print? Extreme Republicans labeled
My message to North Carolinians about data centers coming to North Carolina, that it's infectious and it's going to ruin the communities because of all of its pollutants in the water. We can't live without clean water. It's impossible. It's not going to happen. Make sure that you organize in your community. Inform yourself on data centers in North Carolina. Tell your neighbor, tell your friends, tell your children about data centers. It really is that important.
Dr. Rankin was advocating for the exact same thing that I'm speaking on right now. He identified 28 known historic indigenous mounds sites, burial sites of indigenous people in Richmond County, in Montgomery County, and in Anson County. And he contacted the EPA to let them know, hey, these are indigenous sites. If you build dams there, it would destroy all of these indigenous burial sites. He advocated for this for months. He advocated, and their response was, thank you for the information, noted, as they continue to excavate all of these sites, bulldoze through the land, and sometimes they built dams and sometimes they just destroyed the land and moved on to another location. And so right now, the misunderstanding of our community is that we already have these issues, right? We already have contaminated water. Folks cannot even drink their water. They're paying a utility bill when they can't even, they have to buy bottled water every week. And sometimes the county actually brings water out to some of the residents weekly. Absolutely. I mean, water was the biggest consideration when Amazon decided to come here in Richmond County, right? We sit beside one of the biggest water basins, right, here in the state, right? It's the PD River. It feeds the entire state. So without this water source, without the water source, then Amazon wouldn't even be here. They need fresh water to be able to run through their cycles, their cooling cycles, right? That water cannot be reintroduced back into the water table. If it is, it'll be contaminated.
This lady right. Hey y'all, this is George Cook at African American Request, and this lady right here is Belinda Joyner. She's a resident of Kingsborough, a predominantly black town in North Carolina. And for decades, she's been fighting for environmental justice, first against hog farmers and now against AI data centers. Please check out our story. It's an important one.
Just to sit out on your porch and just enjoy your environment. You can't move because if something was to come right here across the street, where am I going? I've been here all my life. So why should I have to get up and move because something comes in my community that's going to disturb my livelihood? It's like they're living off us, they're profiting off us, and we're the ones that are suffering. The pig farms have been here forever. You know, everywhere you go, there's a hog farm somewhere. And I take Duplin County, for instance. They have more hogs than they have people. You see all those hogs in there together. You know, when the feces, you know, they walking in it, they stepping in it, you know. When you're talking about the odor from the lagoons, can you imagine trying to have a cookout and the odor, the wind is blowing like today and it's coming your way? Some people like to hang their clothes on the line. Why would you hang your clothes on the line when you take them in? You'll have to wash them all over again. Well, environmental justice is supposed to be fair to everybody. No matter what race, creed, color, whatever your situation may be, that's what environmental justice is supposed to be. But then we have a lot of environmental injustice. Wherein right now we live in a community where it's predominantly black. I tell them if you can head off something before it starts, you have a possibility of stopping it. But if you don't, once it ever gets started, it's hard to stop it. And 9 times out of 10, you won't stop it. As John Lewis said, making good trouble, that helps a whole lot. Because when you stand for what you believe, somebody's going to hear you.
So pay attention, people. Be on the lookout for these AI data centers coming in your community. They're putting out a lot of money and billions of dollars, hoping that it blinds politicians so they don't see what's really happening to the people. All right, y'all. Goodbye. And God bless.
On one final welcome to Richmond County.
This is Rock Nation, pledge your allegiance.